Welcome to the Dingus Den for a brand new trailer reaction. We're talking about going over this brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Just dropped this morning. Do you have any expectations going into this?
Not really. No, I tried to avoid the clips that were released yesterday, just because
Yeah,
I wasn't really keeping up with that because I saw some that were like 2 seconds.
right.
Um, but no, I'm kind of going into this blind. So yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of things go into this and whatnot. Like as far as like I saw a bunch of the clips. I kind of like watched one of those compilations, and it
Mm-hmm.
was funny because I watched a compilation, and that's what made me go like, "Oh yeah, we have a reaction that we should probably do for this."
Right.
And then,
We just
so
analyzed 1 second clip,
yeah,
frame by
exactly.
frame.
And so anyway, I'm this is one of those movies that we've heard a lot about, like, who could be in it, and we obviously know
Mhm.
the title, Brand New Day, but, like, I don't really know what to expect from the plot, so I'm kinda hoping this trailer gives me a better idea as to maybe, like, kind of what to expect.
Yeah.
Because other than some characters appearing, I haven't really been, like, excited for this movie
Mhm.
necessarily, and so, like, I hope this trailer gives me a reason to be excited, so I guess we'll see if it
Yeah.
if it does.
I definitely go into it with a little bit of excitement because it's Spider-Man, but
Sure.
yeah, I
Sure.
and back they were leaking a lot of photos back early in production, like last year.
Yeah, because they
Um,
were filming out in the o I
yeah,
don't remember where they were filming, but yeah.
yeah, I think it was London or England. I
S
could be wrong on
somewhere.
that,
They filmed
but yeah,
somewhere. Somewhere
somewhere.
out in the
Yeah,
open, and
yeah,
so, yeah.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, I guess let's
Mhm.
just get right on into this trailer
Awesome.
then. So, we'll start it in 3, 2, 1, and play.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire
Aw,
life.
Let's
I
see.
can't.
How
You
heartbreaking.
do it.
man.
I'm curious of, like, how much MJ and Ned's gonna be in this, though, as well.
Yeah.
Especially, No Way Home has quite the consequence going into it. Or
Yeah.
going from it.
Hi, my name
We'll
is
see.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. Yep.
You don't remember me, but we used to
Okay,
know each
there
other.
he is. I think that was the
Something
same
bad was
place
gonna
at the
happen,
end of
and the only way to
uh,
stop
Yeah.
it was to make everyone
Key to the
forget about me.
City. Yeah.
Because I'm not just
Interesting.
Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Well, that looks like some nice action in there. Good web slinging. Hello, Frank.
Frank.
Nice.
I'm surprised he
That's
didn't go,
great.
"Let me tell you something."
Let me tell you something. That's excellent.
Because sometimes
Oh,
Spider-Man
man.
has to do the hard thing,
A
even
bunch
if
of
it
people
breaks
there.
Peter Parker's heart.
Nice. Okay.
What is happening to me?
Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh. What is it?
Oh, no.
Quite what I was expecting you to
Excuse me,
What
Dr.
is
Banner. I need your help.
Bruce Banner, okay. That's quite an improvement.
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Oh.
Spiders have
Aw.
3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
Oh.
Oh,
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to
there's the
a
iconic stuff there. Oh, wow. Yeah. The hand is there. Oh, that's so many people on that.
rebirth.
Ooh.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ,
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
friendly neighbor.
Oh,
Oh,
that was great.
that's funny.
Oh,
That
man.
voice sounded very familiar that we got throughout that last third of the trailer.
Yeah, that, like, narrator, yeah.
It's not. That's is that like? Is that the Watcher, Jeffrey Wright? that who
Ooh,
it is?
it might have been. Now that you think of it, yeah, I think it might have been.
Have 3 life cycles.
I think that is him.
Sounds a lot like him. I
It
was
does
just
sound a lot like him.
Between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
very interesting. All
Because
right,
we've seen the Watcher teased in live action. I think
there was
I forgot the
something somewhere. I'm
project.
trying to remember
Yeah,
what it was. Maybe we didn't we get to see like a couple Watchers or something in like Guardians 2 post credit, if I remember right, with Stan Lee.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
But since then, they've obviously done a bit more with the Watcher and him and all that. But yeah, that is
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm.
Before we dissect the trailer, what do you think of it right away?
Well, it looks great. I mean, seeing Peter in this sort of depressed state, you know, it looks like he's obviously trying to still be in MJ and Ed's life
Yeah,
without obviously saying
right.
who he is. Um, as to like the big bad, I'm gonna be curious to see how many because we got that one guy from Homecoming. I
Yeah,
forgot what his name was.
Scorpion is his villain name, but I
Scorpion.
don't remember what
Yeah.
his
Um,
identity is. But yeah,
yeah. So that'll be neat because I remember he was teased there, and it was like, did they just forget him? But
yeah, I
obviously
know.
they didn't.
Was
So
9 years later, we're finally getting him.
right. Yeah.
Eventually
But
pays off.
yeah. So it looks good. It looks like it's fun with having Frank Castle and Bruce Banner back. So
Yeah, that's some
um,
interesting implications there. Like when
mhm.
we see, uh, well, first off, the implication of Bruce Banner in it is just really interesting because last we've seen of Hulk, the last
Mhm.
2, 3 times that we've seen him was like we know him as Professor Hulk, and
Yeah.
he has had no intention of not, you know, being unlike that.
Mhm.
And one of the rumors I remember hearing about the She-Hulk show, which they obviously never did,
Yeah.
was was that they would kind of address the Professor Hulk problem
Hmm.
in a way, and then that kind of didn't happen,
Yeah.
or didn't really happen at all. So it's
Oh.
now interesting of being like, so I guess Spider-Man's now doing that. Like, is
Yeah.
this Spider-Man movie quote unquote fixing the Hulk of like making him into a more traditional Hulk? Because one of the
Mhm.
big early rumors about this movie, and we're seeing all the key players into it here, is that Hulk is going to be in it, and it features Spider-Man and Punisher fighting him.
Mm.
Um, and like, well, we obviously know all the players are there in some, in some
Yeah.
regard, at least here, and so we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I think the rumor I heard was Savage Hulk, and I do feel like there's a lot of legitimacy to that too, because there was this comic Marvel announced
Mm.
where it's this mini series that's titled, oh, I don't remember what it's called, but it's something along the lines of like what Brand New Day is, like Long Way
Mhm.
Home or something like that, or Far Away from Home, something like that. You get the idea of like
Yeah,
what,
like Brand New Home or something.
yeah, something like that. And it's this mini series that they're releasing like either the same month the movie comes out or month before, and it like features Spider-Man, Punisher, and Hulk. And the only reason why I feel like that confirmed them being in this movie was because Marvel's had this history in the last couple of
Mm.
years to release comics that really like actually have something to do with the movies coming out to try
Oh,
to,
interesting.
boost sales. Like when Captain America Brave New World came out, they did a new comic with
Mm.
that featured specifically Falcon, Captain America
Mm.
fighting against Red Hulk, because it's like, oh yeah, we got to make this miniseries. It's like kind of like what's going on in the movie, and so you know.
Nice.
But as far as this trailer specifically goes, it's interesting. It's cool to see that it does feel very much kind of in a way like a new era
Mhm.
Spider-Man comic in a way. Like what I mean by that is like when I think Brand New Day is at this big comic era. It was a big Spider-Man relaunch. And yeah, anytime when you have like these new eras of Spider-Man, like for instance, as we're seeing here in this case, because we got a solid trilogy.
Mhm.
first three, and here it is like the start of something new, and this could prove to be a very solid base depending on what's going to be happening with Secret Wars and everything.
Yeah.
And so, like, we obviously don't know the complete future of what's going to be happening in the future, but
Mm-hmm.
as we get into this, though, this does feel very much like one of those sort of like, this is the new era of Spider-Man, and
Mm-hmm.
going into it that way, which I like.
Yeah, that's probably why home is not in the title.
Yeah, exactly.
I like this opening shot of him
It
sitting upside down.
is really cool. I was just about
Yeah.
to say that I think there's some really neat shots in this.
I know there's a shot towards the end that's like a famous comic cover of him
Yes.
swinging and holding the
That was
uh,
somewhere right here. Oh,
Yeah.
that's up there.
I
That
thought that
is
was
of
cool.
the original Amazing Fantasy.
Oh,
I believe it
okay.
was 15 that he first appeared in. I hope I got that right. But yeah, no, that's like classic. That's their very original
Yeah.
cover, and then they also recreated that for the Black Suit's first appearance as well. So it's really
Nice.
cool to see that being referenced, and as well also getting something like that. That's
Mhm.
very
Oh, that's cool.
that right there is very Todd McFarlane-esque.
Mm.
I just really recognize too, we get this villain down here that's
Mhm.
very I don't know who this guy is. I know there's a big rumored list of like small villains.
I think it's gonna be a lot like Fantastic Four when you see
Yes.
that
Yes.
montage of them fighting.
Yes.
That's
Right.
what I think is gonna be in this movie, is you're gonna have
Right.
that, so
I agree. And that's what
not
I've
worried
heard as
about it
well.
being overcrowded, so
Right. Yeah. I've heard a bunch of characters go there, and so I think that's what this is part of, and
Mhm.
that's probably how the movie is beginning, is we're gonna be getting a bunch of these cool comic shots to introduce it, of being like, yeah, this is what Spider-Man's been up to for the last couple of years, or however long it's been that we've last seen him. Because I don't know if we know exactly when this is taking place in the MCU. Obviously, it has to
Yeah.
be after She-Hulk, but
Mhm.
I don't think we have really any other frame of reference for when
No.
it has to be, you know?
Yeah.
And so, and
I
to be
like the
honest,
suit too.
the suit is really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, my guess is probably a couple years after She-Hulk, I don't know.
I was about to say, I
But
feel like the
yeah.
timeline's been kind of a mess because everything's been so much in its own corner. So it's like,
Yeah.
there's certain things, like obviously New Captain America's after Eternals, but then it's like, well,
Mhm.
when was Eternals? And how far is
Right.
that? And then there's other things of like, well, this probably has nothing to do with anything other than She-Hulk, you know? And then
Yeah.
it's like, well, when did She-Hulk take place? Well, you don't know, because it didn't have anything to do with anything.
No.
And so, you know, we've gotten a lot of like these two projects are linked to each other, but then nothing
Mhm.
else is. And
Exactly.
so we'll see.
But it feels like
will
it's gonna
see.
be kinda like a classic Spider-Man story,
I
like
do
how it's shot, and everything.
I do like that we're getting back to more street level version of the
Yeah.
character, which is good. And don't get me wrong, I love No Way Home. I think
Yeah.
that one was a fantastic movie, but you can't have every movie be something like
No.
that, especially when the next time we're probably going to see him is going to be Secret Wars. And
Yeah.
so we know
That was I remember when they announced that was one thing that I liked, was hearing it was gonna be more grounded. I do like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
Mhm.
See him writing I'm guessing this is a love note to MJ or
He's
something.
rewriting the one that he wrote in No Way Home, I bet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that was cool seeing that same diner or
Mhm.
place that he was at the end there, and referencing all of the connections from No Way Home. So
Yeah.
I'll probably have to at least rewatch that movie before this one.
Oh, yeah. Darn it, I gotta rewatch No Way Home.
Receives key to the city. I mean, it definitely feels like it's given a good passage time of like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what he's been up to.
And I wonder if they're gonna play with the idea throughout the movie as MJ sees more of Spider-Man, if there's, like, a thing in the back of her mind that's like, why does this feel familiar? Why do I feel like I know? Even though no one remembers Peter Parker, like, was it completely erased maybe? Like, will they play around with, like, that? Because I feel like there's some shots in the trailer that give off those vibes a bit.
That is interesting because
Mhm.
magic is always a weird thing to play with in the comic world, right?
Mhm.
Of like what really is its rules, and you're right, there could be certain loopholes for certain people that really care for him like
Yeah.
that. And so I wouldn't be surprised if something happens by the end of the movie. We'll see.
Mhm.
And so I do really like in particular like how this looks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so
I feel like the swinging is really good, almost like
that was
Amazing
cool.
Spider-Man level.
That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. I want to
Yeah.
see more of that for sure, and see. Hopefully, we get some nice sequences of that.
Mhm.
They're
Does the Punisher special come out before this?
that's a good question. We haven't heard
I was
anything about
wondering.
this. Just because we haven't heard anything, I'm going to guess after.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it. I am excited
Yeah,
for
same
it.
here, yeah.
I was about to say, I
Mhm.
mean, this could be like, is he going to be in Born Again season 2?
I don't
Do
think
we know
so.
that? You don't
I know
think
Jessica
so?
Jones is, but I don't think
Yeah, I was
he
about to
is.
say, like, I heard she is, so I didn't know if that
Yeah.
meant like anything about him potentially
He
appearing
might be.
again.
I haven't seen anything, but
Right.
who
Well,
knows?
also to
Yeah.
be fair, Marvel hasn't shared much about that show in general, and it comes
Right.
out like what, in a
Less than a
week or
week, the
two.
24th.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's exact. I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
Marvel hasn't done a great job of marketing that. Hopefully, they do a better
Yeah.
job marketing this movie, but I'm sure they will because of Spider-Man. But
Yeah.
this whole interaction was really fun.
Mhm.
Great seeing Spider-Man still with his quippiness. That's always something I thought Tom Holland Spider-Man did a great job
Yeah.
of. My whole thing that I've said with Tom Holland Spider-Man for a long time is not saying that the stories that he's given is most accurate, because definitely not in a lot of ways. But not saying that is a bad thing. I still enjoy
Mhm.
them. But the way his Spider-Man actually like feels and acts feels like the
Mhm.
most authentic Spider-Man to me, as
Yeah.
far as the theory we've gotten. So I'm glad that we're still getting more of him in particular. Um, is that Flash or no?
No, I think that's someone else.
Think so? Okay. Because I
Yeah, I
thought
think so. It's hard to tell, but
I was thinking that could have been Flash there, but I'm unsure. If anybody
yeah.
knows, let us know.
Yeah. Because we only see a side profile there, so
That's also true.
hard to,
And he's
yeah.
also never had that big of a presence. Like, he was really only in, like, what, Homecoming, right? Well,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
was he there in the trip in Far From Home or no?
He was, yeah, because there was the blip joke when they were on the plane that he was trying to get, like, a drink or something. So, yeah, he was in Far From Home briefly, but and
Right.
even No Way Home, he was in briefly for, like, the opening.
See, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but he's not, like,
He's never
in
been
it a lot.
prevalent for as big as
Yeah.
the character is,
Mhm.
I don't know
This
what's
is like
going on with him. Is he just, like, not have his own apartment, so he's sleeping in
right.
places? Is that what's
He's
going
got
on here?
the Spider-Man 2 issue right here with the no webbing.
Yeah, that is interesting that it's looking like they're changing how his webbing is possibly
Yeah, it
working.
looks like it's coming straight out of his wrist instead of the but he's got the mechanical thing on his suit right there too, so I don't know.
See, that's one of the big debates of
Mhm.
if people like the organic or the webbing that he makes, and I've I don't know, I guess I've kind of liked it. I don't know if I've had a strong opinion on it just because I don't know
Yeah.
why I've never had a strong opinion on that. But I do find it interesting that it's like, "Oh, hey, what if he's forced to change his webbing in this case?" Or whatever. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how that plays out. I guess that's an interesting
Mhm.
idea. I'm not sure. Just for full clarity, I haven't read too much Spider-Man stuff. Spider-Man's never been a character that I've been always felt the need to always read. I know, right? Crazy, but but I'm not like I'm not sure on the history as far as all that goes. Just since it's something I'm not as familiar with. I do like this little moment with May Parker.
Mhm.
That's excellent. Getting to see is this a prison facility or is that something
That's
else?
what it looks like.
So you can't really get
Or like
we
a
don't really
hospital
get
maybe. It looks like there's a nurse right there up front. Maybe it's like a hospital or
Yeah, I
something.
don't know what place this is. It could
Yeah.
be anything.
Mhm.
It's just hard to say.
Oh, you know what?
See the tin
I think it
can.
is. Well, I don't know.
Say, I don't
Yeah.
know who that is in there.
On the inside, it looks more like it could be a prison.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense. Getting to see Scorpion is cool here. I like the
mhm.
little tail action we got right there. Very cool.
Mhm.
I wonder if he'll end up getting a mask or something. I know there's always concept art of this stuff. Here I remember seeing a leaked picture of this when they were filming with it. Because here on the side, you can't really tell what this is, but I remember
Oh, I
from the set
remember.
photos, there's a red symbol there, and I don't think ever really in this trailer you get to really see it well. But
Mhm.
the red symbol there that is just a blur in the trailer is of not of the hand. It's the other group. It's the group that Mr. Negative leads. And if
Is
I
it the
remember,
fist or something?
I
I don't
don't know
know.
why I can never. I don't remember why I can never remember what his group is called. Mr. Negative. I'm looking this up. It is called Inner Demons, is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I for whatever reason I can never remember that name. So, but and we do have a casting for him too. I don't remember the actor's name, but supposedly he's in it too. Here, seeing a bunch of the montage stuff here, like we talked about earlier. It's really cool. So it
Yeah.
is interesting too. Is like I'm curious of how big the hand is going to be playing in this because I
Mhm.
don't remember the hand being too much in the rumors, unless I just missed it or
Uh-huh.
something. But like we see two different shots of him fighting the hand here.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's we get this first one, and we see another one. There's something
And we
going
see
on
his
there too.
eyes turn
What
all
is going
black
on there?
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious what that means. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Really cool. So
Mhm.
we'll see.
Yeah, I
See
think this was
another
a
hand
great
shot.
first trailer. I don't know if we'll get another full one like this because this was just shy of 3 minutes, but
Yeah, they called it the
great.
official trailer. I'm sure we'll at the very
Mhm.
least get a final trailer at like
Yeah.
end of June that may have a bit more, so we'll see.
Mhm.
But yeah, gotta have another little more fun moment with all them there at
Mhm.
the end.
And that's what I think is great is even though Ned and MJ don't remember him, we're still getting that group with them, like those fun times with them.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
July 31st. Look at that. Sweet. Well,
Nice.
that was definitely a solid trailer. It definitely has
Mhm.
me looking forward to the movie more. I'm liking the inner dilemma that Peter's having to face here, and it looks like they could possibly go about it in a good way, I think.
I agree. Yeah.
So, um, any other final thoughts before we sign off?
I don't think so. I think we did a good job of covering
I think
everything.
so. I
So
think
yeah.
so. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you like what we do here, we'll do more of these trailer reactions over whatever else is coming. And yeah, it's always a fun time having you here and chatting. And
Yeah.
see you all back here in the Dingus Den. Laters, everybody. Bye.